What is going on, guys? RebelTrainer bringing you another week of our IBA. Our matchup this week is against the Lansing Leafeons. KyogreKauai, the coach of that team. I know that was kind of weird. Sorry about that. But good friend. Always enjoy battling Kyogre. Kyogre is a tough opponent, and so hopefully you guys enjoy this battle that we're about to dive into. Just so you guys are aware what his team looks like. His team is in respective order of speed, because that's what it is on my my folder here. Espeon, Galvantula, Garchomp, Tentacruel, Mimikyu, Darmanitan, Galarian Moltres, Dubwool, my sheep boy, Rotom Wash, Pangoro, and Ferrothorn. So very ferocious team, very scary team. You guys can see the 6 that I'm bringing, and I will talk a little bit why I'm bringing it. We're bringing Zarude this week because Zarude just helps out with speed, pivoting, U-turning, all that good stuff. Corviknight helps out in the defensive wall. Volcanion, obviously, defensive wall. Our defogger, I believe, this week. I don't think I changed that up too much. Latios, again, speed tier, helps us out a lot and hits really, really hard a lot of his team. I don't know if Mimikyu comes this week. If Mimikyu does not come this week, Latios goes in really, really hard. So hopefully that will help us out as well. Then we have Hazmat. Hazmat does the thing Hazmat does well. Defensive wall. I think special defensive wall this week. No, defensive wall because I'm kind of veering the Darmanitan and the Garchomp a little bit. So helping out there. And then this week we're bringing Ground Savali. Ground Savali helps us out with the Galvantula, helps us out with Darmanitan a little bit, Rotom Wash on the electric side. So very helpful, very convenient for us. But we are going to get connected with Kyogre and see what we can do. Hopefully have just a great match. I'm really looking forward to this. We've done some mocks and stuff. Shout out to my homeboy who helped me prep every week for this. Really appreciate you, dude. You know who you are. But all that being said, we are going to get into this. We're going to get connected, and hopefully the team that we have brought responds well to him. Of the 6 I think Kyogre is going to bring, I think he's going to bring the Garchomp. I think he's going to bring Darmanitan, Rotom Wash for sure. Ferrothorn I definitely see coming, so there's 4 out of 6. Galvantula, I could see if he was concerned about speed tier. I could see the Espeon coming a little bit. Tentacruel, I think, can make a case. I really hope he doesn't bring Dubwool just to try to rub it in my face, but I mean, it could come. Dubwool could put in a lot of pressure. So we're going to get connected with Nick, and we'll get right into the battle. We'll see you there. All right, we are connected with Kyogre. Wow, quite a bit different team than I was expecting. So we see the Pangoro, Espeon, Rotom Wash, Ferrothorn, Tentacruel, Darmanitan. All right. Yeah, the Pangoro makes sense. My team tends to be weak to fighting, so if he's a scarfed variant, that would be pretty bad. For me, I think I leave Frankenstein, honestly, and I have the pivoting ability. I'm kind of fast. I think that's what I want to do. So let's get into it. I'm glad Dubwool didn't come. I didn't want to put down my sheep boy, to be honest. No Galarian Moltres, that's huge. No Galvantula, that's kind of big. No Garchomp. A little surprised by that, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So let's see what Nick does here. We always have a good time against Nick. Always. 100% of the time. Nick and I play very similar, so it's always fun competing against him. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to him if you're not already. And let's get to this. So at least a Ferrothorn. He could get rocks up here. He could get spikes. I'm just clicking Flamethrower. It's pretty free for me. If I reveal the tech early, I reveal the tech early. But if I can get rid of this Ferrothorn, that would be huge. I'm going to try not to overthink my plays this week. I'm just going to try to do the right thing. He does switch out, okay? Into Rotom. Okay, that makes sense. We do reveal a flamethrower, so now he has to fear this thing every time. We see the leftovers, so that's big. That makes me wonder. Rotom. Wash. Or you pivot. He is not specially defensive. I'm doing about 40%, but he's doing quite a bit back to me. I'm just going to party shot out here. I think that's the safe play. He switches, okay, into Darmanitan. Interesting. So we see leftovers. He might have been thinking I would Grass Pledge there. Or Thunderbolt, maybe. All right. Turbo's kind of free here. We'll get some good intel if he's scarfed or not. He might be thinking I'll drop a Draco here. Or not. I'm just clicking this. Surf for my boy. I'm revealing all the tech, so he has stuff that he should be fearing. He is -1, so I would not be surprised if he switches here. I would not be surprised if he switches. No fairy type, so that's good for us. We show him that we are scarfed unless he's not scarfed. And we just KO Darmanitan. Awesome. Big monster out of the way turn 1. Or turn 3, technically. So if Espeon comes in here, I know this thing is scarfed. 100%. Into Ferrothorn. Okay. Dark Knight switch here is, I mean, it makes sense to me. I have a couple different plays I could go for. If his Darmanitan was scarfed, though, he knows then I'm scarfed. So, no surprises there anymore. We see Stealth Rocks. Okay. No biggie there, and no surprise. Stealth Rocks. He could go for something here. I'm just going to go for the U-turn. He stays in. Good on him. We'll also get tech if he is Rocky Helmet, which I would kind of like to know. He stays in. Iron Barbs. Okay. No Rocky Helmet. Okay, so I'm guessing it's leftovers. If he wants to knock... Well, no, Frankenstein. Frankenstein is the play here. 100%. And we can confirm he is Iron Barbs. I'm guessing knockoff is coming. Thunderwave. Oh, the switch. I would love to say I predicted that, but I did not. I did not 100% of the time. Okay, so Flamethrower obviously would be very big. He could switch into the Rotom here again. I'm thinking I'm going to Flamethrower. Grass Pledge is pretty free. He could be switching into the Tentacruel here. I would love to get more tech on what this thing is. He does withdraw. Okay. Into Rotom. Okay. So we're going to get some pretty good intel here. That's good intel. Is not especially bulky. Yeah, so that looks just about where I need it. That might have been a high roll on my part, but I'm just clicking it again. He can switch, that's fine. He can switch, that's fine. What is his switch in now? Is it Pangoro? Maybe? Does withdraw, okay. Espeon. Okay. Oh, that was crit. I was like, ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, so it's leftovers Espeon. So I'm guessing the Ferrothorn is probably Assault Vest? Oh, no, because he can't. He cannot Magic Bounce. Interesting. So does he switch out then? How's this? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if Nick knew that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Mold Breaker, okay. I Parting Shot here again. If he's faster than me, I know he's Scarfed. He's not? Okay. And we know he's Mold Breaker. And the Espeon is Magic Bounce. Okay. Pengaro's scary. I know he's not Scarfed. Close Combat's kind of free. I go into Dark Knight, because if he knocks off my leftovers, that's not the worst thing in the world, which I'm assuming that's what he goes for here. Take a little chip in the rocks. We put some pressure on. And knock off. Yep, okay. That was pretty free for him. We just click Rooster. I don't know anything else that he can do to really scare me. He probably gets an Elemental Punch, I would guess. So either Fire Punch or Thunder Punch, maybe. But he's not Iron Fist, so... Get some pretty good intel here. I think I get this off here. Zarude to Pangoro. Might be Choice Banded? Close Combat's K only, though. Well, 50% chance. Okay. Okay. I just clicked the wrong button again. Goes for Scald. That's fine. You could get a burn here. Doesn't, which is huge. I have got to stop misclicking. All right, he's faster. We know that. He could go for a poison move here, which is fine. I'm actually predicting the poison. I think I just go for a slow U-turn. Again, if he burns me, not a big deal. Gets the burn. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Still got Body Press, and actually Body Press is doing quite a bit. Iron Head, not so much. So, what is my play here? Turbo could come in with Psyshock, which is kind of what I want to do. He could predict that and go Pangoro. He's Black Sludge? Yeah, okay. So probably defensive. Psyshock's pretty free here. I'm guessing Clear Body would be my guess. I wish I could predict the Espeon switch in here, but Psyshock's just pretty free. I'm chipping things down, which I like to see. Maybe he's calculating to see if he can live one, but he does withdraw. Okay. In the Ferrothorn, that's free. Oh, we see the leftovers. Interesting. Maybe I just hadn't hit it yet. So I've been going into Frankenstein, but I think my neutral play here is Volcanion to scare him out, because I think he's going to go for a grass move if he has it. Withdraws. Okay. Into Tentacruel. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to defog off here. That was a good prediction on his part for that double. He's going to go for a knockoff. That's fine. That's fine. He is clear body. Okay. He could go for a Scald here, which is pretty free on his part. He could go for another knockoff. He could go for something I'm not thinking about. Obviously, he doesn't stay in, so I don't think he stays in, because I could have Earth Power. He does withdraw. Okay. Into Rotom. Okay. Steer in the Earth Power. Steer in the Earth Power. Rightfully, he should. Rightfully, he should. Alright, so what is his switch into this? Probably Ferrothorn would be my guess. Which is fine. I'm just going to U-turn. He could try to Willow. He does switch. In the Ferrothorn. Okay. And I just go out to Frankenstein here. He gets a little bit of Iron Barb chip, which is fine. But he's going to have to make a choice now. I'm not letting his rocks up for free. No, sirree. Did I do the knockoff? You can try to get rocks up, or I'm just going to click this very free flamethrower here. He stays in. Okay. Ferrothorn's gone. Rocks are gone. I think that was pretty much the only thing that he could do, was hope I didn't predict him staying in and went for something else. Maybe he thought I'd go to the Rotom prediction. But rocks are no longer an issue, so my heavy-duty boost being knocked off is great. Goes into Espeon. Espeon is faster than me, 100%. And I just cannot let this thing get a free sub up or a Calm Mind. So I want a Parting Shot here, which I'm going to. I'm going to Parting Shot. He goes for a Psychic. Okay, that was pretty free. I'm going to switch him out. I kind of like that I switch him out, but it is what it is. So minus Tentacruel, I am the fastest thing. Minus the Tentacruel, I am the fastest thing. Grass Pledge does not do enough here, unfortunately. Unfortunately. He could Willow here. Could very well Willow, which is why I'm making the Corviknight play here. Goes for the Hydro Pump. Okay. Connects. Does a sizable chunk. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely thinking he might Willow. Rotom is faster, so he could get off another free Volt Switch. Okay. I couldn't switch in the Savali there because he could have very easily went for whatchamacallit. I think my play is Zarude here. Or I could go Hazmat, which feels pretty free. I'll find out if he's speed invested. Find out if he's speed invested for sure. I don't believe he gets anything that I should fear, so I'm just clicking Strange Steam here. He does withdraw, okay. Into the Tentacruel, okay. Get Confusion or whatever Strange Steam does that has not yet done at all. He could knock off. I know he's not speed invested. Could click Scald, which I think he might, or knock off, one of the two. And this way I'm going to pressure him out because of Earth Power. Goes for a knockoff, okay. It's going to do very, very little. Gets a crit. Could go Rotom here. In fact, I'm going to predict the Rotom switch. And go Zarude. I'm going to go Turbo. If he knocks off and gives me that freedom, goes in the Rotom. Okay. Nick has got to be doing a lot of switching. Alright. So, Dragon Pulse doesn't get me a whole lot. Psyshocking does, but I think he's going to switch into Pangoro. So, I'm just going to click Dragon Pulse here. Pretty neutral hitting on everything. And I outspeed everything. So, hopefully this will be a two-shot. I know it's not especially defensive, which is great. He could go Tentacruel. He stays in. Okay. Maybe he tries to Willow. He goes for Shadow Ball. Very cool tech. He does get the special defense drop, which is unfortunate. I know I'm faster, so I'm just clicking it again. He's going to switch, and I'm just going to chip something. Rotom does have Shadow Ball. It living was huge, but I didn't do the calc, so I wasn't really thinking I'd be too concerned. It does stay in. Okay. Latios KO'd Rotom. Alright, so now he's got to be thinking every time Volcanion comes in, it could be Earth Powering, which is what I want him to be thinking at this point. It's definitely what I want him to be thinking. Obviously, once I switch out, though, he's going to know I don't have it, and so his Volcanion is going to feel, I mean, his Tentacruel is going to feel pretty safe. I go Mount Fuji. He's probably going to try to go for another knockoff, which again is fine. Go for the Scald. Nope, goes for the Sludge Wave. Okay. Goes for the Sludge Wave. Frankenstein at this point is pretty expendable. He could have switched. He just goes for Sludge Wave again. Okay. We take that pretty well. Does he get the poison? Does not get the poison. Okay. Parting Shot doesn't get me anything, but Grass Pledge does, so we're just going to click that. Okay. I have to get something that can hit it hard in for free. If he decides to switch out, that's fine. I think he might. I'm just going to go for Psyshock here. He could go Pangoro. That's a pretty free switch for him. But he's got to make that read that I'm clicking Psyshock here. Tentacruel sitting there is still quite problematic for me at this point. It has a lot of good coverage. And I don't know what his fourth move is yet. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. He breaks the mold. Doesn't affect him. Okay. My switch is Hazmat. Switch is Hazmat. He could have Bullet Punch, which is fine. Goes for Earthquake. Okay. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But, yep, okay. He breaks the mold. Not having Corviknight anymore is kind of unfortunate. Earth. Does he go for a fighting type move? He might. He might. How much speed investment you got, buddy? How much speed investment you got? He withdraws? Okay. Into Tentacruel. Okay. Lots of switching going on here. My play every time is Mount Fuji. Mold Breaker, Pangoro with Earthquake. Very cool tech. Alright, he is faster than me naturally. So it is just what it is. If I can get a Steam Eruption here. Yep, okay. Okay. Power Whip's pretty free. Go Turbo, and I gotta click I click Psyshock. This Tentacruel is a thorn in my side. Oh, I clicked Dragon Pulse twice. But he is knockoff. I've got to click Psyshock. He stays in. Okay. Nice. Big threat out of the way. Something that was just walling me nonstop. Alright, so Pingaro comes in. Obviously, I can't click that. I let Hazmat go down here. And I got 2 Scarfers, so. Hey, oh, kills are close combat. Hello? Calm down, son. How much speed you have invested in this? How much speed do you have invested in this? How much? Are you scarfed? You can't be scarfed. Are you scarfed? It shouldn't matter. Maybe he's banded. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's banded. How much speed? Enough to outspeed me? Enough to outspeed me. Okay. Pingaro, KO. Alright. The only thing left for me is just the thing. Well, if he's banded, I mean, Earthquake is not doing that much. Earthquake is not doing that much. And Zarude to banded Pingaro. I have a 50% chance to KO here, so it's in my favor. I'm just clicking close combat. And that's a dead Pingaro. Okay. That's it. GG to my man Nick. Great battle. That Tentacruel was very, very hard to break, and so he had to make some pretty tough calls, especially once I revealed I was Choice Scarf Latios against his Darmanitan. Darmanitan going down early, I'm sure, kind of threw off his game quite a bit. But yeah, GG to him. Make sure you guys go show him love and support on his side, see kind of his thought process, what he was all doing, predicting, whatever. I'm curious if he expected the parting shot to work that way on Espeon, because I did not. I did not know that was a mechanic that worked with Magic Bounce, so that was kind of fun. For me anyways, maybe not so much for Nick, but all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you guys next time. Till then, I'm RebelTrainer, coach of Renegade Zarudes, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.